Right, so in this video we're going to walk through the process of setting up notifications for yourselves in Slack communities where your customers and your prospects are spending time. Now the reason you want to do this is one, so that you're in these communities to understand what your prospects are saying, the questions that they're asking and the challenges that they face. And secondly, to find out those who are essentially raising their hand, asking for more information around either your product or looking at some of the triggers and signals like currently hiring or other technology that they're using that complements your product. So I'm going to go through a couple of examples now. Now what I'm going to show you is a couple of Slack communities that I'm involved in. The first is the Agency Collective. It's a community full of agency owners, and oftentimes there's people asking for help with certain particular projects or recommendations on tools and software. For this particular example, I'm going to pretend that I have an SEO agency or maybe even an SEO software. So I'm going to set up some alerts for that so that I can see those when those conversations happen. The great thing about setting up alerts like this is that they happen all the time, and you just have to look at it when you get a notification. So you might be sitting there and some days or some weeks there might not be any talk about it. But when somebody does mention a specific keyword, you get a notification, so you can quickly go in, see if it's something that you can help and steer the conversation towards the challenges that your product or service can help them overcome. So I'm diving into Slack. I've just got, this is the desktop app. I'm going to click up on the top here, and then I'm going to go into my preferences. And then when it comes to notifications, it's actually the top option in the menu. And now I'm going to put in keywords. So for this one, I'm going to put in SEO, and then I'm going to search engine optimization, because I want to search for a couple of different versions of this. So I'm also going to just put in the American spelling. I'm not too sure if you have to do these both, but I'm going to now, that should save automatically. And now just to get an idea, before you even set up the alert, you might want to just start searching to see what people are saying about SEO. As you can see, it shows you some relevant results. Not all of them are going to be up to date, but you can see the conversations that are happening here. So if you were an SEO agency, you can see that this person was looking for an SEO genius who was willing to offer some advice. This one, December the 9th, so as the time of recording, just a couple of days ago. So again, you'll see that some of them aren't going to be 100% relevant, but what it's doing is it's helping you save your time. Does anybody know a great freelance SEO specialist? Now this was October the 18th, it is December while the time I'm recording this video. However, you might want to reach out to them to see if they managed to be successful with finding that freelancer. Sometimes they hire people and people just simply don't work out. So that is one way. This is just one example. I'm going to move into a different Slack community, which is the product-led community. I'm going to do the same thing again here, but this time I'm looking for people who are currently hiring. So I am going to go to preferences and I'm going to type in hiring. And let's say it's a product manager. Let's say I sell a software to product managers. So I've put this in here. So now in the future, I'll get an alert once there's people mentioning that. But let's go and have a search. So hiring. Oftentimes in these communities, they'll also have a jobs board as well, so you can use those channels too. But here, let's have a look if we've got some people who are hiring a product manager. So PM, that's project manager, October 29th, so a little while ago. Perhaps I can filter these by 20 results, most relevant. Let's go to newest. And I can see that this person here is not searching for a product manager, but I've got the word hiring here as well. So you want to keep your keywords quite broad so that so you can surface more. It's much better for you to be in a position of just saying, no, this isn't relevant, than being in a position where you can't find anything about it at all. But yeah, these are just two particular keywords. The reason why you might want to look at hiring in general is because if a company's hiring and growing, as you can see, this company who are hiring several positions, it seems like they may have raised some funding or they've brought on some new clients recently, and they could be in a position where they're looking for some additional support as they grow. So as a company grows and hires more people, then there's more of a need for other software and services to support that growth as well. Hope you found this interesting, and if you have any questions, please do let me know. Cheers.